It's my pleasure to say thank you to all of our growers, our employees, our service providers, and logistics partners around the world, but especially to all of you, our end users and customers. We also give a special thank you to all the healthcare professionals working hard to protect us around the globe. There are many people impacted by this pandemic, especially families with sick or even lost loved ones, to whom we all give our warmest thoughts and prayers. We are among millions of people in the food and the feed sectors working hard to keep the flow of products and supply chains around the world open. Given the current circumstances, I hope that this brief update serves to give you more visibility, but especially a level of comfort knowing that we are all here working hard to keep the world fed. Our group and our teams around the world are here to serve you and will keep supporting you as we have been for the past 42 years. Thank you.
The forage supply chain is operational, alfalfa is exporting, but some challenges lie ahead. From the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, to the port of Oakland, and the ports of Seattle and Tacoma. During a nationwide coronavirus quarantine, including a U.S. naval hospital ship at the port of Los Angeles, overall, the U.S. hay export supply chain remains operational. Inbound trucks are delivering bales from farms, the alfalfa is being processed for export, and the ports remain busy. Everyone is taking the precautions recommended by the U.S. Center for Disease Control, including working from home when possible, washing hands often, practicing social distancing, and wearing masks and gloves. However, the biggest supply chain challenges revolve around blank or void sailings. A blank sailing is a sailing that has been canceled by the carrier. A blank sailing could mean a vessel is skipping one port or that the entire string is canceled. On top of this, emergency restrictions and border constraints are increasing the waiting time for trucks and slowing down the movement of goods both inbound and outbound. However, U.S. ports expect an inbound surge of cargo throughout April now that Chinese output has returned to normal. Meanwhile, U.S. ports are weighing the likelihood of port congestion and using temporary off-site port storage facilities to manage the influx of cargo from China. Nevertheless, the outlook for major American retailers is weak in the near future due to stores being shut down during the coronavirus quarantine. As a result, we can expect more void sailings and continued port congestion through the second quarter. Ocean-going vessels will likely remain overbooked. Already, carriers have announced a second round of general rate increases for May for U.S. westbound cargo, an increase of at least another 25 to 30%. How is this affecting hay exports? Well, John E. Gombos, vice president for the Gombos Company, said his biggest concern right now is the health and safety of his employees. PPE is difficult to come by. After that, it's the blank sailings and the unknowns of logistics. Are we going to wake up to another general rate increase? The Gombos Company exports hay from 2 facilities in California and the state of Washington, 2 of the hardest hit regions in the United States for COVID-19. While washing hands, wearing masks, and social distancing are relatively easy to manage, the logistical challenges are many. Void sailings have caused bookings to roll that were otherwise ready to deliver to port. And since so many voyages have been canceled, some carriers are experiencing temporary equipment shortages. John said his entire management team, including his sister company in Spain, works together to manage ocean freight and logistics to get the best deals possible for all global customers. The Gombos Company's sister company in Spain is called Forraje San Mateo. Like the United States, FSM has been quarantined due to COVID-19 for several weeks, and like the United States, logistics have been the biggest challenge. Here is FSM Sales and Marketing Manager, Elena Stoan.
Despite the state of alarm in Spain since the 14th of March, essential industries such as ours kept working to provide with first necessity goods. From FSM, we're doing our best to manage the situation proactively and responsibly. Therefore, we have applied safety measures within a contingency plan to protect the health of our employees and, at the same time, safeguard our products. All the terminals at the main ports are opened and working, although with limited service. Shipping has been challenging, especially during March. We faced 2 blank sailings out of 4, causing severe space problems and freight increases which we still suffer as of today. Since the past week, the government ordered all non-essential workers to stay at home for 14 days in an effort to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Transport-wise, this has been a small relief and a little less pressure on our industry.
All in all, 2020 has gotten off to a challenging start. The supply chains in both the U.S. and Spain remain viable. Farmers continue to work their fields in both countries. Export processing facilities continue to safely press hay. Truckers are driving inbound and outbound loads every day, and the ports remain operational. Everyone is working together towards supply chain continuity for all global customers. I'm Greg DeWitt for the Gombos Company.